Alright, hello everyone, welcome back. My name is Spiritual Prophet One. I am your psychic advisor on all things. Thank you guys so much for all of your support and positive feedback on my psychic videos. I truly appreciate it. Of course, if you are new here, make sure you join my psychic family. Hit that follow button, make sure that you are subscribed. We are definitely liking the video, sharing the video, reposting the video, saving it for notes later. Leave your comments below. I do read them all. Just show that love and reciprocity. Definitely hype me up. When you're done with that beautiful, make sure that you join my exclusive community and VIP Patreon. This is where I post my most exclusive psychic readings and extendeds on breaking news and trending topics that everybody wants the psychic tea and intel on. That includes my world predictions, zodiac and love forecast, true crime, celebrities, you name it. It is in that all access tier. There is a menu in VIP, but the best tier is the all access tier because it gives you access to all of my psychic readings, period, that I do not release on social media platforms. You can DM or email me for personal psychic readings. There is a list. Just go ahead and stay over there. I will get to you in the order that they are received. You can also book monthly psychic counseling with me through Patreon. All right. That being said, Divine Masculine, let's get to your Saving Soul Sunday Tarot, even though it's not Sunday. All right. But we're going to piggyback on the energy that we use for Divine Feminine, since I wasn't able to do the inspirational message for Sunday. But I did get love energy from the cards, and so I'm just going to use the same cards. Mind you, it is full moon in Capricorn, the beginning of Mercury retrograde season in Cancer, so everybody's spinning the block, all right, and we know we definitely outside, okay? I heard ruminating, all right? You could be ruminating over some things. Let me get some thesis, okay? Thesis statements to the energy surrounding you. What's on your heart, what's on your spirit, okay? Or what was on Sunday as I was pulling that message. That's too many. I'm not going to do that. All right, let's get to the point. I know you like, she's talking to me like I'm in HR. Your Divine Feminine talking and dealing with you like you, okay, like HR, okay. I prayed for blank, but God gave me blank, okay. Draw one, pick two, okay. 2 for 1 is what it's giving. God forbid. God forbid. Okay. You prayed for what? Okay, so you were praying for something. What did you pray for, Divine Masculine? All right, manipulative church photography. Okay, so if we're talking about a spiritual partner, a kingdom partner, all right, again, piggybacking off of Divine Feminine's psychic reading, all right, you may have prayed for your prayers may have been more superficial when it came to, I wouldn't even say a divine partner, I would just say a partner, and period. All right, partner, wife, or whatever. Maybe your prayers were more superficial, okay, more about the aesthetic, all right, how it looks, okay, to friends, to peers, to your family, okay. You know how some people be like, well, it looks good on paper. On paper, they look good. Good looking couple, the appearances, okay. So your prayers may have been based on appearances when it comes to your partner or spouse, okay. When it comes to your kingdom spouse, you prayed for this, but this is what God gave you, all right. Here, and you said this has manipulative photography, okay. So you may feel catfished in some sense, okay? Here, or you may feel catfished by God. It's like, I asked for this one thing, I prayed for this one thing, and it says, but God gave me X, Y, and Z. So you may have judged something for the from a surface point of view, okay? Superficial. I keep getting superficial and surface, all right? But God gave you what? All right. All of these are in reverse. by the way. Some are in the, okay. Exercising my free will poorly. All right, so, and this is in reverse. All right, so you could have, and God is God, right? you could have asked God for, well, I want her to be, 5'8", size 2, big booty, big, okay. Hair down to, hair down to her ankles. I want her to be able to, okay, all of that. And God was like, oh, really? And you was like, yeah, that's what I want. He was like, oh, okay. All right. And maybe he did give you that, but there's manipulation and manipulative energy surrounded. So maybe you did get served up that. Something that was surface level, something that had no depth. Okay. Something that was aesthetically pleasing to your eyes, to your loins. All right. Here, y'all look good in pictures and photographs. You walk into the room, all your friends like, damn, that's a bad bitch. And you like, yeah. All right. But then you find out that it's a motherfucking headache. Okay. You got to sleep with one motherfucking eye open in this bitch. You got to look over your shoulder. You got to worry about, okay, you don't feel safe. It's just like, and then you feel like you got manipulated because just like maybe someone, and again, this is judging someone based on appearances and aesthetics. And you may have underestimated someone because of their beauty and found out, maybe you dating a black widow or it was a black widow or something. Okay. Here. It says draw one, pick two. So I picked the second card. In reverse, it says exercising my free will poorly. All right. So it could also be that once God gave you what you wanted, you found that once you got what you wanted, all the superficial, all the perks and all that shit, you still weren't pleased. Okay. You were still out here cheating, dipping, dabbing, doing like it didn't hold you. You may have had the most beautifulest face in the world and then found out that it still didn't hold you. It still didn't keep you. You still weren't able to control your appetites, control your hungers, the beauty. Okay, it wasn't enough. All right. Here, you prayed for this. You said, God, this is what I want. He said, you sure? You said, yep. He gave it to you, and okay. Once he gave it to you, it didn't keep you. Yeah, hypocrisy. All right. Now you feel played. Now it's like, well, you tricked me. Okay. You could even be blaming God. Be like, well, damn, I asked you for X, Y, and Z. Why I'm not able to keep my dick in my pants? All right. It's a question of carnality. It's a question of lust. Okay. Here, I heard prayer and fasting. So this may be something you're actually considering now. Some of you may, you may be far into some type of, sexual addictions or whatever, or yeah, I heard somebody say like, I'm just tired of myself. I'm just tired. Okay. Maybe you done had them all, whatever. And you're just like, I'm just tired. Like somebody wants to free them. You want to free yourself from sexual addictions or whatever. And you may be in a long-standing relationship, or again, I feel like somebody is married to somebody beautiful or whatever, but it's still not enough. Okay. And this person could be like, when we got married or when we met, you told me if I did X, Y, and Z, if I cooked and I, just sold out and stood on one pinky toe and weighed, 115 pounds and kept it up and never embarrassed you in front of your friends that, or whatever, but I didn't sign up for you being a whore doing X, Y, and that's what I found. I feel like I'm in a chat. Okay. Somebody's like, this is not what I signed up for. You didn't tell me you were going to be doing all of this. And, now you find out either you feel like a hypocrite, your person could be calling you a fucking hypocrite, especially if you're married, engaged, or something like that. And it's like, what the fuck? Yeah, mandatory premarital counseling. Okay, so you could be in the middle of counseling with your partner, spouse, or again, your long-term, if this is a long-standing relationship, y'all been in it for years or something like that. And it's just like, I got to be motherfucking Miss America and, do all of this. And it's not enough. What's the fucking point if you're out here doing whatever,